The next topic I want to do is discuss is how much of an element will combine with another element to make another molecule. The way to determine this is firstly balance the equation as we've done, balance it and then determine all the atomic masses of all the atoms involved. Best way to explain this is to do an example. What is the relative atomic mass of a molecule of methane? Well, the formula is CH4. So one molecule of methane contains one atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen. So what is the atomic number of carbon? Well, it's 12. What's the atomic number of hydrogen? Well, it's 1. Combine it out, 12 times 1 plus 1 times 4 is 16. So that's the molecular mass of methane, which means 16 grams of methane will contain 1 mole of methane. 16 grams of methane will contain 1 mole of methane. Let's do another example. What is the relative atomic mass of a molecule of ammonia? Well, the formula is NH3. So one molecule of ammonia contains 1 molecule of nitrogen and 3 molecules of hydrogen. So what's the atomic number of nitrogen? Well, it's 14. What's the atomic mass or the number of hydrogen? Well, it's 1. That means the molecular mass of ammonia is 14 times 1 plus 1 times 3 is 17. So 17 grams of ammonia contain 1 mole of ammonia. Let's do another example. What is the relative atomic mass of a molecule of propane? Well, the formula is C3H8. So one molecule of propane contains 3 atoms of carbon and 8 atoms of hydrogen. So what is the atomic number of carbon? Well, it's 12. What's the atomic number of hydrogen? Well, it's 1. So the molecular mass of propane is 12 times 3 plus 1 times 8 is 44. So 44 grams of propane contain 1 mole of propane. What is a mole then? A mole is a unit that refers to a number of atoms. And a mole is approximately 6 times 10 to the 23 atoms. Now, it's important to note that a mole of atoms will have a mass that is the same as its molecular mass. This is the formula here. A mole equals the mass divided by the molar mass. Therefore, by transposition, the mass equals the moles times the molar mass. Yeah? Let's do an example. It's quite easy, actually. Let's do an example. How many moles are there in 6 grams of carbon? Well, moles equals mass divided by molar mass. Well, the mass is 6, but the molar mass is 12. That's the molecular mass of carbon. So it's 6 divided by 12. You've got half a mole of carbon. Let's do another example. How many moles are there in 3.5 grams of nitrogen? Well, the moles equals the mass divided by the molar mass. 3.5 divided by 14, yeah, 14 for nitrogen, is 0.25 moles. Yeah, 0.25 moles. Let's do another example. What's the mass of 10 moles of nitrogen? This time now, what is the mass of 10 moles of nitrogen? So you've got your mass equals moles times the molar mass. 10 times 14 is 140 grams. Let's do another example. What is the mass of 4 moles of carbon? Well, the mass equals moles times molar mass. That comes out at 4 times 12, 48 grams. Do you understand? That's how you work out how many moles you've got.